Hi everyone, welcome to class. Thank you so much for being here. All proceeds today go to the Equal Justice Initiative, so please donate if you can. Welcome, namaste. Let's get started. We're going to go ahead and start today in Supta Konasana. So you'll go ahead and take the soles of the feet together, allow the knees to just relax wide, and then go ahead and lay back and relax down on your mat. And from here, you can go ahead and take your hands to the hips. You can take them palm down or palm up. Or my personal favorite is to go ahead and take one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly. And then just start to check in with your body. Check in with the breath. Take a quick scan and see what you're bringing with you. And then as you start to deepen into the breath, and as you start to feel the hips open and the shoulders relax, just see if you can allow every exhale to just let something go. Every inhale in, just checking in on the body. Every exhale out, letting something go. As we inhale, make this exhale the longest exhale yet. Beautiful. And then slowly and gently, you can go ahead and take your hands down to your thighs and use the hands to encourage your knees to come back together. Go ahead and gently hug both knees in towards the chest. And you might just take a few rocks here, side to side or forward and back. And then go ahead and keep the right knee hugged in. Go ahead and take the left knee long, left leg long in the mat. And just hug the right knee up in towards the chest. And then go ahead and start to reach the right hand down for the outer edge of the right foot. Start to pull the right knee in towards the right armpit and a half happy feet. And then from here, you can absolutely go ahead and keep that knee hugged in. You can keep the leg bent, or you might go ahead and hook the right two peace fingers around the right toe. And you might go ahead and start to lengthen that right leg up towards the ceiling. And if you're lengthening the right leg up towards the ceiling, you're not going to let the shoulder go with it. You're still going to try to keep the shoulder hugged in towards the mat. And then from here, either with your hand around your knee or your fingers on your toes, go ahead and start to open that right leg over towards the right. And you can keep a hand on your left hip, lying right into the wall. You can keep a hand on your left hip. Just encourage your left hip to stay down on the mat. And if at any point you start to find that your left hip is lifting up off the mat, just back up a little bit. You've just gone a little bit too far, so just ease off. If you're holding tension somewhere, see if you can let it go. Cute. And then slowly and gently take that right foot back through the center. Switch the grip to the left hand can come to the outer edge of the right foot, or if you're taking the bent knee version, to the outer edge of the knee. And just go ahead and take that left hand, draw the right foot over across the body towards the left foot, and come into a twist. And once you're in that twist, once again, just see if there's anything you can relax. Maybe the jaw, maybe the lower belly. You might keep the left leg long, or you might go ahead and bend the left knee, reach down with the right hand for the left foot, and see if you can catch the left foot with the right hand. Just add a little additional stretch and just add the quad stretch on the left side, just an option. And then as you're ready, slowly and gently just go ahead and let that go. Go ahead and roll back through center. And we'll switch sides. Go ahead and take the right leg down to the mat. Hug the left knee in towards the chest. And just start by giving that left leg a hug. And then take the left hand to the outer edge of the left foot. Start to hug the left knee in towards the left armpit. And take it to a half happy baby. And same thing here, you can absolutely move the left hand and just hug the knee in. You can also go ahead and take the left piece fingers, reach down for the left toe, and start to lengthen that left leg towards the ceiling. Your leg is traveling, but you're still trying to keep your shoulder plugged into that. And same thing that we did on the other side, you'll go ahead and just open that left leg gently over to the left. Right hand stays on the right hip. If the right hip starts to travel, just encourage it to go back on. And then same thing, slowly and gently back through center. Switch grips from your left hand to your right hand, either to the outer edge of the foot or to the outer edge of the knee. And cross that left foot over and across to the right side. Come into a twist. Keep breathing. Let the belly go. Let the shoulders go. And same option here on the opposite side. Your right leg can stay long, or you might bend the right knee, catch the right foot with the left hand, and take that additional stretch. And then when you've had enough there, just gently untwist, gently let both feet go, come on back to center. Try to hug both knees in towards the chest. This time you can go full baby, you can go ahead and take the hands to the outer edge of each foot. Hug both knees in towards either armpit. And take a happy baby. And that baby can stay still, although I've never known an actual baby to stay still. So if your baby feels like rocking it out, you can absolutely go ahead and rock side to side. Maybe kick the legs one at a time. And just do whatever that inner baby is inspiring you to do. And go ahead and hug the knees back in for the chest one more time. Go ahead and give yourself a little hug. Roll back and forth a few times. And you go ahead and roll right up to sit. So from your seat, you can just go ahead and find a comfortable seat. We'll just be here for about a minute. You can gently allow the eyes to close. And just start to move your head in some slow circles in the degree and the direction that feels good to you. And if your like circles feel horrendous and hate this, then you don't have to do circles. You can simply just gently separate out that circle and take it piece by piece. Once you've gone a few times in one direction, just take it back the opposite direction. And just gently come on back to neutral. We'll go ahead and take your wrist. You can pick your favorite one for right now. We'll do both. Go ahead and take your wrist. Take one hand, wrap it around your wrist, right where the hand meets the forearm. Go ahead and wrap your fingers around that little section right there. See if you can squeeze until you feel a slight separation in the hand and the forearm. Make a fist. And then go ahead and roll that wrist a few times in one direction. A few times in the opposite direction. We'll be on the wrist a fair amount today, which is why I'm having you do this warm up. But if you ever feel like it's too much, you can take a break. You can do exactly this. We're just building up the fluid that keeps the wrist cushioned. Okay. After a few rolls to both directions, we'll just take the opposite hand. You go ahead and take whatever hand you haven't addressed yet. Go ahead and find that crease right between the hand and the forearm. Go ahead and squeeze with the fingers until you feel a little bit of a separation. Make a fist. And then start to gently roll in one direction. And then roll in the other direction. It's also great if you find different lengths. It'll be good in order to do this. If you feel like doing this after class, do more. Yeah, gently let that go. Go ahead and roll out both wrists. Go ahead and take the hands, go ahead and interlace all the fingers. Go ahead and flip the palms up to go ahead and face your ceiling. Go ahead and inhale, look up towards the ceiling, look up at your palm. And as you exhale, go ahead and pick your favorite side, just lean all the way over to that side. Your neck can look whatever direction is comfortable. You can look up under the armpit. I can look down towards the floor. That's fine. And then inhale, come on back to your center. Exhale, take your second favorite side. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, lean. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lean. Gorgeous. Come on back to your center. Inhale, allow the hands to separate, just stretch up. Go ahead and send your heart towards the ceiling. Show the universe what you've got in there. And then exhale. Just go ahead and take your hands down to the mat. Find your way onto your hands and knees. And from hands and knees, go ahead and feel into the hips. Move into the shoulders. Move into the spine. Just go ahead and start to warm up your body. Again, we are going to head towards some stuff for the wrist today, so I would recommend go ahead and turn your hands outside to side and just taking a few rocks side to side on the wrists. And then go ahead and take the fingertips, face the fingertips back towards the knees. And just gently rock your weight back towards your hips. Be judicious here, obviously don't push past where your hands really want to be. Intensity is good. Pain is no problem. And if you're not sure about the difference between intensity and pain, listen to your body. And when in doubt, just back off a little bit. And you can keep the hands in this direction. You're welcome to go ahead and rotate them back if you've had enough. You can keep the hands in this direction though as you start to move through some back crowd. So as you inhale, go ahead and tilt the tailbone up. Spread the collarbones look up. And as you exhale, arch the tailbone in, looking towards the try to take a few more rounds. The hands can stay back towards the knee. Or if your wrists have really had enough at this point, again, don't overdo it. You can always flip them back. Good. And then after a couple rounds, you'll just turn your hands back to neutral. If your wrists are really feeling it and you're not sure If that was a little too much, you might go ahead and take the hands onto the backs of the hands and just press the backs of the hands into your mat and just stretch them the opposite way. Good. And then reset your palms. Your palms. Go on all fours. And as you're ready, go ahead and tuck the toes, the hips, and the hips up and back. Come into your first downward facing dog. And pedal out through your feet. Wag your imaginary tail. Your real tail, I don't know if you have one. Bend through the knees. Shake the head, yes and no. Let's check out what's up with your dog today. And go ahead and start to come towards the center once more. As you inhale, go ahead and roll all the way forward plank. Make a cat spine on your way there until the last possible second. As you exhale, bend the knees. Almost touch the mat. Shoot the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. 2 more times. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Keep that cat spine. Keep the nose tucked in as long as possible. Lengthen out to your plank. Exhale, bend knees. Send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. 1 more time. Inhale, keep that cat. Lengthen out to your plank. Exhale, bend knees. Sweep the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Good. Now you've had a moment to go ahead and settle in. Just go ahead and perfect the shape for a moment. The shoulder blades hug in towards the spine and down the back. If you're trying to stick your shoulders in your back pocket. The palms press firmly into the mat, especially in that L shape between the thumb and the pointer finger. Your head is incredibly heavy, like a ripe fruit just dripping towards the earth. And a slight bend in the knees allows the hamstrings to disengage and tilt the tailbone even further up towards the ceiling, keeping that natural curve in the spine. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, side out. Deep breath in. Exhale, side out. 1 more time, deep breath in. Exhale, side everything out. Perfect. As you inhale, go ahead and lift your right palm up off the mat. Reach back for that full left ankle. You can go ahead and scoot the ankle in if you need to a little bit. And just look under that left armpit, turn and twist. And breathe. Check out whatever shapes you got on your tool. And go ahead and switch sides. Right hand down, left hand reaches back to the right ankle. Look under the right armpit. Good, let that go, come on back. Inhale, look forward between hands. And as you exhale, just gently make your way forward to the front of your mat. Around the front of your mat, inhale halfway, then just lengthen out all the way from the tailbone, all the way to the crown of the head. And then exhale, go ahead and fold forward, ooh, the legs. Just grip everything down, ooh, those legs out, everything, let go as much as possible. We'll be here for a few breaths. If you have a favorite variation, by all means, take it. All the work here happens on the exhale. So each time you exhale, melting the belly a little further forward. Tilting the tailbone a little further up towards the ceiling. Relaxing a little bit more in the low back. Good. On the next inhale, gently lift that top away, lengthen all the way out to ground to the tailbone. Exhale, fold forward once more. Inhale, roll gently all the way into the arms with you, stretch up. And exhale, take the hands to the heart. First, inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold it all the way forward over the legs. Inhale, half lift the length. Exhale, fingertips to the mat, step the right foot back. Untuck the right toes, come onto the right knee. As you inhale, just lengthen out through the back of the neck, go ahead and press that right hip through towards the ground. Exhale, palms to the mat, left foot meets right, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, flip the feet, cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg into the air, same way. Exhale, step the right foot forward and through between the palms. Untuck the left toes, come onto the left knee. Inhale, lengthen and press that left foot to the ground. Exhale, left foot meets right, forward fold. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, rebound. Inhale, roll all the extend, take your arms with you. And exhale, take the hands to the heart. Same thing, left side leads, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, left foot step back. Untuck the toes, come onto the left knee. Inhale, lengthen out through the spine, press the left hip to the floor. Exhale, palms to the mat, right foot meets left, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward and through. Untuck the right toes. Inhale, lengthen the neck. Press the right hip towards the ground. Exhale, right foot meets left. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, rebound. Inhale, roll up and stand, take the arms with you. And exhale, take the hands to the heart. Inhale, the palms. Exhale, fold. Same but different. First part is the same. Inhale, lengthen, lift. Exhale, right foot steps back. Untuck the toes. Inhale, this time go ahead and sweep the arms up. Exhale, palms to the mat. Tuck the right toes. Left foot meets right. Downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg, same leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward and through between the palms. Untuck the left toes, come onto the left knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, take the hands to the mat. Step the left foot forward. Forward foot. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, rebound. Inhale, roll all the way to stand, take the arms with you, reach up. And exhale, take the hands to the heart. Good. One more time, left side, breathe in. Exhale. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, left foot step back. Untuck the toes, come onto the left knee. Inhale, send your arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right foot lifts up. Down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward. Untuck the right toes. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, right foot meets left. Forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, rebound. Inhale, roll all the way up to stand, take the arms with you. And exhale, take the hands to your thumb. First, we'll start to go ahead and change that. Inhale, go ahead and take the arms up, slip the hips back into Uttanasana. go ahead and take this one wide. That's perfectly fine. You might keep the hips, feet width apart, feet hips width apart, whatever. You might take the feet as wide as the hips. Good. Normally I tell you not to be a cow, but today you be a cow yoga. So if you want to move instead of warming, go ahead. Keep the arms back behind the back. As you inhale, you can be a cow. Tilt that cow spine, lift the heart up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Internal move if you want. Or external move, normal movement. As you exhale, fold the hips, roll all the way down, take the head left. Lengthen out through the legs. Allow the hands to just melt over the head. As you inhale, unclasp the hands, lift the hips back, pass back through Utkatasana. And stretch all the way up. As you exhale, take the feet as wide as the mat, turn the toes out, turn the heels in. Exhale, take the hands to the heart. Set the hands right between the knees. Sit down into Malasana. Low squat. Malasana is perfect, but this is where you'd like to be. Allow the glutes to let go. Keep the heart reaching for the ceiling. Keep the hips dropping down towards your mat. Malasana is perfect, but this is where you're at. If you're feeling like climbing, you might go ahead and take your hands down to the mat. Press the palms into the earth. Send the knees as far up into the armpits as you possibly can. And then start to see if you can bend the elbows back towards the body like chaturanga arms. And maybe play with lifting a foot or two. And once you've had enough of playing your crow, one way or the other, make your way back to your plank. Move through the vinyasa of the strokes. I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg into the air. Exhale, step the right foot forward and through the palm. Spin the back heel down about 45 degrees. Walk the right foot out a little bit to the right if you need to. Inhale, keep bending that right knee, lift straight up. Warrior one. Double check your warrior one. The hips go straight towards the back of your mat. Front of your mat. Good. Right knee tries to come as far towards 90 as it possibly can. Outer edge of the left foot is hugging all the way into the ground. Hips are square and hip points are trying to point towards the ceiling. Okay, once you've got all that, the arms go up. Exhale, float the hands back behind the back. Find an interlace of the fingers. Inhale, lift the heart towards the ceiling, show the universe what you got in there. And then exhale, fold it forward so the top of the knee or the inside of that right knee. Allow the hands to just melt. Double check that your hips are still square to the top of your mat. Good. The next time you exhale, gently allow the hands to just float down to frame the front foot. As you inhale, just lengthen through that right leg. And take it from a humble warrior into pyramid. Every time. Been waiting for a delivery for 2 weeks. The 1 hour that's supposed to be very quiet and zen, not a chance. Studio manager is on it. And the next time you inhale, go ahead and rebend that right knee. Go ahead and turn onto the ball of the left foot. Go ahead and walk your hands to the inside of that right foot. And take the lizard. Lizard can happen on the palms. It's kind of early, but if you got the space, you might find yourself on the elbows. And if you feel like there's a ton of space between your elbows and your palms, you're 100% correct. You might prop yourself up on a book, on a firm pillow, on a blanket, on something that's going to take you halfway into. Okay. That right knee hugs as much as possible into that right forearm. And then when you've had enough, you'll go ahead and press that right leg into that right forearm as much as possible. You press it into that forearm enough to go ahead and fire hydrant that leg back. Move through the vinyasa of your joints. Meet you in downward facing. Inhale, take the left leg up into the air. Exhale, step that left foot forward and through between the palms. Spin the right heel down 45 degrees. As you inhale, lift from the left leg, keep that bend. Warrior one. Same checks you did on the opposite side, because it's still the same pose, even though we switch legs on it. Hips go straight forward towards the front of the mat. Hip points try to go up towards the ceiling. Left leg tries to come towards 90 degrees. Outer edge of the right foot tries to ground down into the mat. Arms go up. Exhale, float the hands down, back behind the back. Change the interlace of the fingers. It'll be the weird interlace that feels like you get too many of them. Inhale, send the heart up towards the ceiling. Exhale, fold it forward towards the top of the knee or the inside of the knee. Allow the hands to melt over the top of the head. Check that your hips are split. The next time you exhale, just allow the hands to drift down, frame that front foot. As you inhale, just lengthen out through that left leg, take it into a prayer. The hips still stay squared in front of the mat. You're still in warrior one. And if there's too much pressure in that left leg, by all means, just go ahead and bend the left knee. The next time you inhale, go ahead and bend that left knee. Go ahead and pop onto the ball of that right foot. Go ahead and just walk that left foot out to the outer edge of the left mat. Go ahead and take the hands to the inside of the left foot. And come to the lizard on the left side. Palms are fantastic. Elbows are perfectly good. Anything that gets you halfway between your elbows and your palms, also great. Hug that left shin into that left arm as much as you can. Hug it in, hug it in, hug it in, hug it in until you can fire hydrant that leg. Step it back. Vinyasa of your joints. And downward facing dog. Inhale, forward with your knee. Exhale, make your way forward to the front foot. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, rebound. Inhale, roll all the way up to stand, take the arms up to your reach. And exhale, take the hands up. Inhale, take the hands up. Sit the hips back. Come back to the vinyasa. Exhale, allow the hands to melt back behind the back. Change the interlace, so it'll be a weird one. Inhale, send your heart up towards the ceiling. Take this opportunity to be your yoga cow and move internally if you want it. Exhale, melt it forward over the legs. Allow the legs to lengthen out. Drip the head down, drip the arms down. Inhale, sit the hips back. Let go of the arms, shoot the arms up, pack back through Uttanasana, stand back straight. Exhale, take the hands to the heart. Take the feet as wide as the mat, turn the heels in, to the back. Second round of vinyasa. Like this. Second opportunity for a crow if you want to try flying in there. Vinyasa is perfect. If crow is your jam, go for it. If you're taking crow, once again, you'll take your hands down to the mat. Take the knees as high into the armpits as they can possibly go. And you might start to play with the balance. Now, if crow is not where you want to be, you're welcome to go ahead and take a tripod headstand. If crow or tripod headstand are definitely not where you want to be, no problem. Wherever you are, take it back to your plank. Move through your vinyasa. We'll all meet up and downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg. Exhale, step that right foot forward and through the palm. Spin the left heel down. Bend in the right knee. Inhale, lift straight up. Exhale, send the arms back behind the back. You might go ahead and take the interlace, or you might go ahead and take the palms together and take a prayer back behind the back. Inhale, send the heart towards the ceiling. Exhale, fold it forward towards that bent front. And breathe. And square it. Okay, whatever arm variation you took. The next time you inhale, gently allow the hands to drip down. Gently lengthen out through the right leg. Come back through here. You can keep the pyramid straight on, or you might go ahead and take the left hand to the mat. Start to gently peel the right shoulder open. Start to gently twist from the low belly. And if the right shoulder is okay with feeling open, essentially lifting up that right arm and taking a twist. If you took the twist, exhale, come on back to your center. Inhale, bend the right knee, pop onto the ball of the left foot. Walk the right foot out to the right, take the hands to the inside of the right foot. Second round of lizard. Maybe you've got a deeper round this time. You want to reach that right arm under the right leg. You can absolutely take the right arm to the outside of the right foot. You can absolutely go for a bind back behind the back. You can definitely take a vinyasa if you have the arm balance if you want it. And if none of those things are your jam, don't worry. You're almost done with your lizard. Hug that right knee in towards that arm, whatever you've chosen. Sweep the leg back. Send it back to your plank. Move through your vinyasa. Or go straight to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg into the chair. Exhale, step the left foot forward and through the human. Spin the right heel down. Lift from the left leg. Come on, warrior. Exhale, take the hands back behind the back. Same thing, you can take the interlace, or if you do a reverse prayer on the first side, take it again. Inhale, shine the heart towards the ceiling. Exhale, fold forward towards that left knee. Breathe. And check your hips. Inhale, release the arms, frame that front foot, lengthen up through the left leg. Come back through your turn. You can stay straight forward, or you might go ahead and walk the right hand closer to the left foot. Start to peel that left shoulder up. Twist from the low belly. And if that checks out okay, maybe lift the left arm up. Exhale, back through center, feet up the twists. Inhale, bend the left knee, pop onto the ball of the right foot. Walk the left foot to the outer edge of the left side of the mat. Take the hands to the inside of the left foot. And any variation of lizard that pleases you on the left side. When you have enough, go ahead and hug that knee in towards that left arm. Fire ready that leg back. Move through your vinyasa. Or go straight to downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, make your way forward to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, breathe. Inhale, roll all the way to standing down to 3. And exhale, take the hands to the heart. Change it up. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, hold. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, any vinyasa of your choice. For all of you who are like, wait, what do you usually do sometimes? You're ready. Today I decided to do 2, 2, and 2, which is like 2 of 3 reps. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, step that right foot forward. This time, spin the left heel down 90 degrees. Inhale, cartwheel the hands up. Open warrior. Pull up the front palm. Inhale, take it over, up and back. Reverse. As you exhale, take the right elbow forward to the right knee. Take the abs down over here. Side. As you inhale, sweep the left arm in front of the face. Use that momentum to lift yourself up into the front. Exhale, sweep the palm in front of the face. Parallel the right foot. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, read. Good. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. And as you exhale, sit a lot into that left hip. Lift the right toes up off the mat. Come to your version of Skandasana. Hands can stay on the floor, hands can come to the front. Inhale, lift up out of that hip. Exhale, transfer to the right side. Pop the left toes up off the mat. Good. From here, we're going back into a side angle at the front of the mat. So go ahead and hug those left toes down into the earth. Lift up through the right knee. Send the left arm up. And lengthen out all the way left fingertips down to the left outer edge of that foot. Works. You can stay here. It might be slightly deeper than your last side angle. You're absolutely welcome to stay here. You might take that left hand over and around by the right foot crease into the half line. If that's checking out so far, so good. You might take the right hand under the right thigh. And see if you can catch the left hand. Good. Forward jump. Gently let it go. Inhale, sweep the hands up and back. Exhale, curl the hands to the mat. Step it back to your plank. Move through your vinyasa. Or go right to downward facing. Inhale the left leg. Exhale, step the left foot forward and through between the toes. Spin the right heel down. Inhale, curl the hands up. Then open warrior. Next, inhale, flip the front palm, then over, up and back. Reverse. Exhale, elbow to knee, right arm over here. Side. Inhale, sweep the right palm, lift. Triangle. Exhale, sweep the right palm, parallel the left toes, wide legged forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, and read. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, sit into the right hip. Pop the left toes up off the mat. Skin back into the mat. Inhale to transfer the lift. Exhale, sit into the left hip. Right toes up off the mat. Inhale, lift out of that left hip. Spin the right toes down. Plug the right foot into the mat. Inhale, take the right arm up, forward. Same option for the variations you took on the other side. The right hand can stay up. It can snuggle around to that left hip. Left hand might go under the left leg. And you might do that in front of the line. Good. Exhale, gently let go. Inhale, take it over, up and back. Reverse. Exhale, cartwheel the hands to the mat. Step it back to your plank. Vinyasa. Or downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg. Exhale, step it forward and through. Spin the left heel down, 90 degrees. Inhale, cartwheel hands up. Then open warrior. Next inhale, lean, and then twist and step forward. Exhale, elbow to opposite arm over the ear. Inhale, sweep the palm, lift up, triangle. Exhale, sweep the palm, turn in the right foot, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, read. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, sit into that left hip. Pop the right toes up off the mat. Inhale to shift. Exhale, sit into the right foot. Good. You can either take it directly back to your side angle if that's your jam, or you might go ahead and lift up out of that right hip. You might take the right hand under that right leg, just like you did in the dawn. The left hand can go over and around. And if you're thinking this looks an awful lot like side angle with the bum, you're right, it does. And you could stay there. If you want to lift out a little bit, you could stay there. Or you might go ahead and step that left foot in, transfer the weight onto the left foot, press through the left foot, press through the right shoulder, and lift up into the vertebrae. If you've got the leg extension, you go for it. I can kind of fake it, but I don't do it. Gorgeous. Whatever you chose, gently go ahead and return right on back. Birds of paradise, we'll go ahead and meet up with our side angle coach right there. Inhale, take it over up and back. Reverse. Exhale, cover the hands to the mat. Step it back to your plank. Vinyasa or downward facing dog. Left side, inhale the left leg. Exhale, step it forward and through between the palms. Spin the right heel down. Inhale, cartwheel the hands up, then open, warrior two. Next inhale, flip the front palm, take it over, up and back. Reverse. Exhale, left elbow, left knee, right arm over the knee. Inhale, sweep the palm, lift up, triangle. Exhale, sweep the palm, parallel the left foot, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, read. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sit into that right hip, cut the left toes up off the mat. Inhale to transfer. Exhale, sit into the left hip, cut the right toes up. Same options. Set yourself up for a side angle, just like we did in the first round. Or take the left hand, take it under the left leg, wrap the right hand over and around, find the bind. Bind can become a side angle, no problem, you can stay there. Or bind might go ahead and step the right foot in, transfer the weight onto the right foot, press back into that left shoulder, push into that left knee, and take a bird of paradise. The spinning is optional. You can absolutely take the leg extension if you want. When you're done, out the way you came in. We'll all meet in side angle, so we can come back together. Inhale, move up and back. Reverse. Exhale, curl the hands down to the mat. Plank. Vinyasa. See you down. Inhale here. Exhale, side out. Gorgeous. Deep inhale. Exhale, side out. Good. It's your last down dog, so just go ahead and check in. See where you started. See where you ended. And if here at the end, you're like, at the end, I'm actually really tired. Same. Sometimes that's what happens. Just notice whatever information your body is bringing. And then slowly and gently take your knees down to the mat. Sit the hips to the heels. Sit up for a moment. You gently close the eyes. Allow the breath and the heart rate to slow. Just allow yourself to absorb all the effects of your practice. And then once you've had a few moments there, let's go ahead and shift your weight. Get it off of your feet. 7 feet out in front of you. Take the legs long out in front of you. Flex the toes back towards the body. Make sure your sit bones are very firmly on the ground. You can feel those. And I got them a little bit to make sure they're both there. If you don't have those sit bones there, you've got other problems. So just have my back or something like that. Okay. Once they're there, and you've made sure that there's not too much flesh in the way, so inhale here. And as you exhale, go ahead and start to fold forward from the hips, from the waist. Not using your upper body to power your body forward, but really just starting your hands gently and slowly forward from the hips. And if your body is like, there's no way I'm doing that with straight legs. Bend them. Who cares? Right? And once you've found as far forward as you can go, and from the hips, you are, of course, welcome to just allow your upper body to melt and enjoy that stretch. But just make sure when you pull forward, you're allowing yourself to melt. You're not using that upper body strength to yank yourself into a place your back did not want to go. Okay. A couple of last tricks. You are welcome to stay here. If this is your jam, absolutely go for it. If you're pooped because it's like 86 degrees and you've had enough, go for it. If you're coming with me, go ahead and bend your knees, take your feet to the floor, go ahead and hook your palms right underneath the backs of your knees. Go ahead and settle both sit bones into the earth. And then go ahead and gently rock back only just enough so your toes can come up off the mat, not all the way back. And then go ahead and raise the toes out parallel. Send your heart up towards the ceiling. Engage to the core, engage to the back. If that's working out so far, you might go ahead and lengthen out through the legs. And if that's working out so far, you might even like those hands. I'm smiling because that working for me was like a joke. But maybe it's more serious for you. Okay. Hold it there. 3. Send the heart towards the ceiling. 2. Lengthen the legs even higher. 1. Gorgeous. Let that go. Take your feet down to the mat. Hug yourself around your knees. Just allow your head to drop. Allow yourself to roll back on the mat, hug the knees in towards the chest. Rock and roll a few times. Roll yourself right back up to sit once more. Take the feet as wide as the mat. Come on back through the knees. Come back to your vinyasa, just like we started that first series. Yeah. So the heels are in, the toes are out. The elbows are pressing against the knees. The palms are pressing against each other. Vinyasa. If this is where you're at, fantastic. Stay here. Vinyasa is perfect. It has tons of benefits. You are welcome to be here. If you're like, nah, you know what? I'm not hot enough. 86 degrees? Nah, that's nothing. Okay, come with me. If you're taking the next step, try to see if you can reach your hands through, back, behind the legs. If you can get them back behind the feet, press the palms into your back behind your feet, and start to sit your butt towards the mat. If that's checking out so far, if you got your hands on the mat, go ahead and scoot the feet toward one another. Pick your favorite foot, or the foot of the day. Hook it on top of the other one. And see if you can hook the feet up and find some air time. I'll give you an alternative view in case that side is not working for you. Hands to the floor, walk the feet in, hook one over the other. Hook them. Yeah, and lift them up off the mat. Try it a few times, see what happens. Good news is in this one, if you fall, you're gonna fall like 2 inches and land on your butt. Almost give you a demo on one. Gorgeous. When you've had enough, gently unhook the feet. Fold forward over your feet. Take your feet at least as wide as the hips. Fold forward over the legs. Go ahead and take the hands. Take the backs of the hands to the mat. Go ahead and step on your own hands and massage out the wrists with your toes. Go ahead and bend the knees. Allow the belly to just rest on the knees. Allow the back of the neck to let go. Okay. If you've had enough, no problem. If you want one more, we'll take one more round. Then you can either take it exactly as you did and just take the opposite leg on top. Or you can go ahead and take the next step. If you're taking the next step, it'll start the same way. The hands will go back behind the feet. You'll be able to place the full palm all the way on the mat. You'll still kind of lock the feet together. And you can definitely hook the opposite foot on top. Or if things are checking out so far, you might go ahead and kick each foot out to the side and try to lift up the legs straight out. Maybe, maybe not. Wherever you are, take your time to play. And when you've had enough, or if you don't think that was playtime at all, you're like, this was such hard work. Great. Wherever you are, hug the knees in towards the chest. Go ahead and give yourself a little hug. Rock side to side, rock forward and back. Just massage out that low back, let it go. Take the feet down to the mat. Send the knees towards the ceiling. Take the fingertips, double check that you can just about brush your heels. As you inhale, go ahead and send the hips up towards the ceiling. If you've got the space, you might roll the shoulder blades under the back and cross the hands back behind the back. Keep the back of the neck long. Continue to breathe. On the next exhale, gently just roll your way back down to the mat. Take the feet as wide as the mat. Tent the knees together. Either windshield wiper the legs side to side. Or just tent the knees together. We'll go ahead and take one more rounded bridge. Reset the feet. Double check that you know where your feet are. Inhale, take the hips up towards the ceiling. Once again, maybe clasp fingers back behind the back, roll the shoulders under the back. Definitely lengthen your neck out on the back of the mat. And breathe. The next time you exhale, gently unclasp the hands, gently roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Come and hug the knees back in towards the chest. Gently draw both knees over across the body towards the right. Try to keep the left shoulder on the ground. Look left and come into a twist. Relax the right shoulder. Relax the face. Relax the lower belly. Slowly, with compassion, back to your center. Draw the knees over across the body to the left. Keep the right shoulder on the ground and look right. Relax the left shoulder. Relax the belly. Relax the face on the jaw.
I heard you ask your dad, and I can't find a really good contact with your husband. He has a contact. Please go to him with that.
Slowly and gently back to your center. I'm going to use them just one more time. And then let go of the legs. Gently extend them all the way down on the mat. Encourage the feet to block out. Turn the heels in. Naturally turn open at the hip. And encourage the shoulder blades under the back. So you can open and extend across the chest. Allow the hands to rest palm up. And your last things you've been carrying with you. Just allow them to melt into you. You can stay here as long as you like. And when you're ready, you can gently start to find some small movements on the hands or the feet. As you inhale, you might take one more stretch, take the arms up overhead and stretch like you're just waking up. And as you exhale, curl into a little ball, roll onto one side or the other. Hug everything in, take one more moment. And slowly make your way back up to sit. From your seat, you can take the hands to the heart in prayer. You can take the left hand over the heart, the right hand over the left. All on one time to close our class. If you're joining, take a deep inhale. May you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you live with ease. Namaste. Namaste, beautiful yogis. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Rabbi. I'll be back next week. And have a beautiful week.